Do you have credentials?
Yeah, I'm an American.
Well, so am I, so congratulations.
Oh, we are going to have some fun with Captain Obvious today. Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and today we are going to take a look at Alcor Accountability. This guy. You know, he's not a particularly large channel, but he is exceptionally stupid. So I kind of wavered back and forth whether or not I wanted to make this video because I know for a fact this video is going to enrage me. This jackass is at a public library fighting tyranny today, and for me personally, watching these dipshits in libraries makes my blood boil. You know, I grew up in the 80s. One of the things my mom passed along to me was a deep love of books. And since, you know, I grew up in a time when the internet was in its infancy, so libraries were a big part of my childhood, even more so because I love to read. And that's translated into adulthood. You know, my entire life, I've been a book collector. So libraries to me are, you know, verging on sacred. And to watch these ignorant dumbasses just squander the opportunity to actually open a book and maybe learn something, just the blood pressure spike right away. Let's go ahead and get into it. I might need another cup of coffee for this.
How you guys doing? Out here in the city of Beaumont, doing a First Amendment audit on the library here. Make sure everyone respects everyone's rights, and that they're doing a great service to the community. Want to go ahead, maybe get a book on the Constitution or something, you know? But I don't give a fuck. They better respect us. That's a nice building. Alright, so we gotta go downstairs to enter. So that's the entrance here.
You have to have solidly done.
Hi.
Nice. Hi, how you doing, ma'am?
Good.
Just
ask that no faces are taken. You can take photos of the building, but
Oh, I'm just showing my people around the library.
No, unfortunately, due to privacy.
But this is a public building.
But people's privacy. When we take photos, we have to ask for their permission.
Well, I mean, their feelings doesn't trump our rights.
Well, I can have you speak with my director if you would like.
Yeah.
So if I can have you take a seat, I'll have someone come and help you.
It's a public building or no?
We are a public
Oh,
building,
okay.
but people inside the building are private, so you can film the building. We just ask that you not film patrons.
I mean, I'm not filming anybody particular. I'm just gonna get a book.
Yeah, if you want to get a book,
Yeah.
that's more than fine. But as I said, if you're taking photos,
No, it's not a photo, it's a video.
yeah, photos, video, recording.
But this
We
is a
ask-
public building, no?
Yes, the building's public. So
I understand, but
those are
people's
two-
feelings doesn't, it's our First Amendment right.
It affects us because we have policies.
I know,
can have you
but
read my policy.
Can you just educate them?
I'm educating you on our policy,
Policy is not law.
but to use our facilities, there are policies and standards of behavior that we require, and there are certain laws for other
Okay, go
people's-
get your director. Go get your director.
No problem.
It's a public building. It's our First Amendment right. Trying to say it's policy, but it's not law. That's a nice shit. Ain't nobody complaining but her. Oh, that's nice. It's a nice library.
We're a very nice library.
Beautiful.
So if you wait a moment, Kelly will be right out and she can speak.
Okay,
with you.
thank you, ma'am. Are they gonna come over here and speak to me? I'm just showing my people around, doing a tour of the library, you know.
What people?
Looking
is that?
for a book. Oh, my people. Yeah, she told me I couldn't film or something that...
Do you have some sort of credentials on you?
Huh?
Do you have credentials?
Yeah, I'm an American.
Well, so am I. So congratulations. So you can film in the building, but you cannot film people.
Oh, this is awesome. It's in this moment. You can see it in her face. She knows she might as well be trying to explain this to the bookshelf behind her. She would probably get more comprehension and intelligent conversation out of that bookshelf than she's going to out of this douchebag. I love it. I love the look on her face. It's picture's worth 1,000 words. That face says it all.
But nobody's complaining but her.
No.
But is this not is this a public building or?
This is a public building.
Okay, so we have the First Amendment to free press.
We do have the First Amendment, and
Yeah.
we actually protect the First Amendment, but people also have the right to privacy.
No, not in
And
public.
so their faces don't have to be filmed.
Not in
and put
public
online.
though. There's no expectation of privacy in public.
What are you suggesting, that we have to take this to court or something?
What? No.
So we protect the privacy of our patrons. It is in the policy of all libraries. It's with the ALA Code of Ethics.
But just educate them. I mean, nobody's complaining but her. I'm not filming nobody in particular. I'm just here for a book.
It's really important that you don't catch anyone's faces. Okay? If
I
you
mean,
film if you get
if
them
you're
from
in
the
public,
back,
if you're in public, I mean,
if you get them from the back,
You know.
that's one thing, but not their faces.
you're Kelly, the assistant director.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you have a card?
Huh?
Do you have a card?
No.
And what are you filming this for?
Oh, I'm doing a story. I'm doing a documentation on the building. It's a nice building.
You said it was.
Okay, so I'm actually really glad that Dipshit brought this up. For the simple fact that there is a giant elephant in the room when it comes to comparing a Frauditor's camera versus a stationary security camera. It's really like comparing apples and potatoes. They aren't even remotely the same thing. And the biggest difference is consent. So, for example, when you walk into any business or any public building, you are exercising what is called story.
Just my peeps. Yeah, I'm doing a story. I don't want to give too much information. I think you're like fishing for something.
You don't want to give information, but I have to give information.
Well, I mean, you're a public official. I mean, you said I'm not doing anything wrong.
I'm definitely not an official. No.
You
no.
don't work for the city?
No.
Oh, who do you work for?
I work for the library. We're a
And who owns the
special-
library?
The Board of Trustees, which reports to the county.
Right, so the state owns it.
We're a special district.
Right. So it's a public building.
It is a public building.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay.
Does it say that you can record in any public building? And you
Yeah.
can record anyone?
Yeah.
Where does it say that?
It's our First Amendment to the Constitution.
Where does it say in the First Amendment that you can record people in any public space?
Who said I can?
Where does it say you can?
What?
When they wrote the First Amendment,
Well,
they
you're
didn't
telling
have
me it's
recordings.
policy. You're telling me it's policy.
Privacy is policy.
Okay, but that's not the law. If I can film
The right to
outside,
privacy is not the law?
ma'am, when you're in public, there's no expectation of privacy. If you don't want to be filmed, you gotta close the blinds.
When you're in public, there's no expectation of privacy.
Yeah, you don't know that? I could film you or anything in public?
Where does it say that?
Where does it say what? That's the law. There's cameras everywhere. You guys are filming me right now.
Okay, so I'm actually really glad that Dipshit brought this up. For the simple fact that there is a giant elephant in the room when it comes to comparing a frauditor's camera versus a stationary security camera. It's really like comparing apples and potatoes. They aren't even remotely the same thing. And the biggest difference is consent. So, for example, when you walk into any business or any public building, you are exercising what is called implicit or implied consent. And what that means is if you walk into Target and you want to go raid the dollar area, you are walking in knowing that you are going to abide by their rules and policies, including being recorded. That is implicit consent. You are giving consent with your actions rather than your words. Now, your freedom tells you that if you do not want to be recorded, you can turn around and walk your happy ass out. You are not entitled to their services, but you can avail yourself of their services if you follow their policies and procedures, including being recorded. The same thing goes for public buildings. The same thing goes for the library. A frauditor is a completely different story because it is an individual filming you for personal gain to post you to YouTube without your consent. They are not even remotely the same thing. Just because they are both cameras does not mean contextually that they are the same thing.
We don't have
I'm
cameras.
amazed you don't know
We
that.
don't have cameras in this building.
Okay, well, there's cameras on sign.
Are you recording me right now?
Yeah.
You don't have my consent to show my face.
Oh, okay. But I'm telling you, I'm allowed to do it.
I need your ID, please.
No, I'm not going to provide that.
Well, we have the right to ask you for your ID, or we can have remove you for.
All right, well, you could call PD. I'm not going to do that.
No ID.
No, this
Are
is
you
a
a Beaumont
public
resident?
building. This is a public building.
Are you a Beaumont resident?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions.
Yeah. Who are you, the police?
No.
I'm looking for a book, actually.
What book are
It's
you
called the
looking for?
Constitution.
The Constitution.
Do you have anything on the First Amendment or Constitution?
Let's see. That is going to be.
Thank you. Yeah, I just came here to look at the building and the books. You know, that's my agenda. That's it. In and out. I'll be in and out
It
quick.
feels like your agenda is different than that.
Well, you can think whatever you want to think.
No, it's not.
What do you mean by that?
You're making it very clear what your agenda is.
I'm in the open.
Would you please look
California
up?
Penal Code 647J, the right to an individual's right to camera privacy.
Would you please look up the Constitution, what Dewey number that's in
Yeah.
there, so we can get him his book and get him going?
But I don't need the education. You guys do.
I am mentally punching this jackass in the face right now. Like, in my head, this is what is keeping me calm. I despise the way he talks to people. Like, 100%, I despise the way he talks to people like he is superior when, I mean, let's be perfectly honest, there is a mental deficit here. I don't know what kind, but there is absolutely a mental deficit. You can tell he is very uneducated. You can tell that he does not know what he's talking about. You can tell that he is compensating for something. We can probably all guess what. And other than the fact he looks like the world's ugliest hamster, this man has problems. This man has a lot of problems.
I just want my book and I'll be on my way.
What kind of education do you have?
What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't answer questions.
Yeah, I don't answer questions.
Never mind.
You're so educated, you know, huh?
What's that? I know what.
Well, you're telling me. You know. Did you find the book?
I need to look up the number.
Alright, she's gonna go look it up, everyone. There you go. So nice. Man, nasty people. What's up, down, my peeps? They're telling me I need the education they do. They don't know the First Amendment of the Constitution. That's sad.
Okay. The U.S. Constitution
Yeah.
is under 342.
Okay, 342.
But it is checked out.
It's checked out?
Yeah. So it would live
You have anything that's similar?
here. Oh, here we do have a copy. We have the
Oh, there we go.
Constitution.
Okay. Mm-hmm. The Constitution. There we go.
And we also have many other titles all about the rights and the founding fathers and all of the laws in the states.
Very cool. Very cool. I actually got this book for you, so you can educate yourself on the Constitution and the First Amendment.
I don't need it. I really don't.
You don't need it? Yeah, you do. You told me I couldn't film in here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those words don't say you can film in here.
Okay. Well, it's the law. It's our rights, you know.
All right. So, where are you going next? You're just hitting up all the public buildings and recording people comfortably?
I prefer not to answer because you're, you know. So what's happening right now?
What do you mean? What is happening right now?
Like you said, I couldn't film.
I did. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's California Penal Code 647.
Well, you're not kicking me out or anything, right?
I would very much like for you to turn off your camera.
No, I can't do that though.
You can.
Well, I can't. Where was this here?
Not there.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Yeah, unless you want to say something. But...
Oh, well, that feeling is mutual.
Okay. It was nice meeting you, ma'am. Thank you. Be a little respectful. I don't know what's going on, my peeps. She told me I couldn't film in here, but obviously I can because she's not stopping me. I'm still filming, you know, and they're not trespassing me, so I'm allowed to be here. So I don't know if they called the police or what, my peeps. Well, hopefully she took that book. She took the Constitution so she could go educate herself along with everybody else. You heard? Saying it's a policy. That's not the law. Dang. You would think in the library they're educated, but no. They don't know nothing. She's the only one creating a disturbance. What we got here? What we got here? Does anybody read books anymore?
I mean, certainly not you. I would be rather shocked to find out you actually can read. We're gonna cut to the chase, guys. He wanders around for about 20 minutes, and I'm not gonna leave that in. So I want to cut that part out, and we're gonna jump back in when things start to pick up again.
Oh, are they talking about trespassing? Well, they call the cops.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so you're willing to fill out the form for us?
Yeah.
Can you grab the form for me?
Are you all done?
There we go. You're welcome.
What's going on? I was just doing a tour of the library.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this lady says, well, I'm not going to talk unless you talk to me.
Well, I'm more than happy if you want to talk to me. I can talk to you.
What's going on?
She was just saying that you were walking around the library and they have a policy here that especially with children, that without their consent, you can't film them, which in the course of you filming your tour...
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell her. I was trying to tell her it's a public building. I came here to get a book, actually. And I'm just doing a tour. I finished my tour. I was about to leave.
Okay.
And
well, if you want to leave, by all means, you can.
Yeah.
You're free to leave, and we're not going to keep you here. But that's why we're here.
But she's telling me that, like, I can't film and stuff, and I keep telling her it's our First Amendment rights, you know? This is a library, and they should educate themselves. I got a book on the Constitution. I gave it to her so she could educate herself.
The issue...
Nobody complained but her. What's your name, sir?
My name's Officer Cruz.
Officer Cruz. Yeah. Nobody said anything but her.
Okay. Her concern was based on her policy.
Right.
The policy for this library.
We had a discussion.
With children.
Right. We had. I was talking with her, but
just tell her to leave.
Yeah, I was trying to tell her that, but she didn't want to listen, and you know, there's nothing you can do, you know.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to leave, by all means.
Well, I don't want to leave because you guys are here for me. That would be fleeing from the scene of a crime. So I want to stick around, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you so choose to stick around.
All this for a camera. Wow. It's our civil rights. Huh? You call the cops on?
You ate a lot of crayons as a kid. I can tell. So, no, they are not your civil rights. Your civil rights are going to be protection against discrimination based on protected categories under the law. So your race, your gender, your religion. Where your civil liberties, on the other hand, are going to be the freedoms that are granted to us under the Constitution and the First Amendment. You morons continue to use these two terms interchangeably when, in fact, they have very distinct and different meanings. But more so than that, civil liberties can and will always be able to be restricted by time, place, and manner. It's why you assholes keep getting arrested. It is why you assholes keep getting trespassed, because you do not understand the law or the Constitution. Your civil liberties can be restricted. They can be subject to changes with ordinances. They can be subject to changes with privacy laws. They can be subject to changes where you are. So, for example, you are in a limited public forum right now. Your freedom of speech and freedom of the press can be subject to restriction based on the policy of the location you're at because you are not in a public forum. This is not rocket science. Like, there's a reason they start teaching the Constitution in fourth grade. It's not rocket science. The problem is you assholes believe that freedom is something that it isn't. Freedom was never meant to be do and say whatever you want, whenever you want, without accountability or without repercussion. That isn't what the Founding Fathers intended, and your whole subsection of subhumans are a disgrace to what you pretend to stand for. All right, let's keep going.
Nobody complained but you.
We've had many people complain, and you're creating
Nobody
disturbance.
complained.
And when I ask
She's
for your
lying.
credentials, you refuse to give
The
them
only
to me or
person creating a
answer any of
disturbance
my
is you.
questions.
You're creating a disturbance. I don't have to
That's
provide you my
100%
ID.
false. I come here every day.
Only this guy can ask me for ID, only from committing a crime. You're nobody.
On our property, we can ask you for
Nah, that's
ID.
wrong, ma'am. That's wrong. This is a public building. You can't just do that to me. But I don't want to talk to you. I'm done talking to you. How you doing, sir? What's your name? Conan? Mm-hmm. Okay. And your name?
Becerra.
Becerra. Becerra. Okay. Man, y'all need to get rid of that blue line flag, though. I don't like that. It's a gang flag. You know LAPD banned that flag? It should be the American flag. You're not trespassing me or anything, are you? Because that would be a violation of my civil rights.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Nobody asked me to leave or anything.
Still not your civil rights, you absolute twat.
Right? I mean, you're not going to take me to jail or something. I'm not afraid. If you want to take me to jail,
No,
I'm not afraid to go to jail, man.
My intent is not to take you.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Because you're giving me that look like you're going to do something to me or something. I just want to make sure. You're... Can't even be free in America. This is America. How's your day today? Good? Mm-hmm. You guys are busy getting a lot of calls? That's good, that's good. Yeah, I treat people how they treat me, you know? Give respect, get respect.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
My intention is not to create any conflict.
Yeah, no, that's good. De-escalation and peace. We want peace, you know? No war, peace. No, I'm just on standby. Oh, 10-4, huh? Sick. I don't know what they're doing if I'm on trespassing. No, sir, I don't want to provide information.
Well, the management here is asking us to trespass you from this location, which they are allowed to do. So,
for what? They never told me to leave. They can't trespass me from a public building.
We're asking you to leave, and they just signed this.
You're trespassing me?
They're trespassing you with this form.
No, sir, you are. You're violating my civil rights. Do you understand?
Well, let's walk out right now.
Yeah, walk out.
Okay, let's go.
You're not forcing me, are you?
They don't want you here anymore.
For what? I didn't do anything.
I just told you. They said you were violating their policy based on videotaping.
But can you
children.
educate them on the First Amendment and that it's our rights?
I'm not here to educate anybody.
You're a police officer.
I am.
All right, let's take this outside.
Okay.
They're the ones that are creating a disturbance, man. So you just do whatever they tell you? You guys are police. Enforce the law. You guys have to enforce the law, man. What the fuck? Violating rights. You see, they trespass me. I'm not taking shit. Nobody trespassed me. It's a public motherfucking building. And 4 cops for what? They trespass me, everyone. You violate my rights, but you can't even sue in California. Or complaints. Nothing happens. But we won't tell them that. Well, come on now. I want to... Nobody trespass me, okay? And you will not do that. You're violating my civil rights. I'm gonna file a complaint on you and sue. You guys don't know? Aren't you police? You're supposed to enforce the law. Damn, man. What's your name? Alright. Shame, you guys don't know anything. Sergeant, they trespassed me from a public building. I'm not trespassed.
You have a great day, sir.
Okay. Shame you couldn't just educate him, tell him about our rights, man. You guys make yourself look bad. You guys want lawsuits or what? Nobody trespassed me from anything. Y'all are fucking bullshit. You and her. Shame on you, Sergeant. You should have educated them. Okay. They didn't trespass me. They just bullshitting. See? They want to scare me. You gotta know your rights, guys. And 4 cops for what? That's right, back to work. You're... So there we go, guys. They said I was trespassed, but I'm not trespassed. They're just saying that to scare me. And ain't nobody, nothing happened. See? Because if I was trespassed, they would have told me or taken me to jail. Sick assholes. Shame on you. Shame, shame. Beaumont police trash. Let's go to the station. I can. Yeah. They wanted to try to intimidate me, saying, "Oh, I can't film there, and that I'm trespassed." You see, nothing happened. I wasn't trespassed. We're allowed to film in there. It's our First Amendment rights. That's why when I told them that, they're like, "Thank you, sir. Have a good day." So see, they just wanted to try to intimidate us, bully us, to violate our rights. But nothing happened. See, just all bullshit. Man, I thought this would go well. This went bad. Nobody. It looks like nobody knows about our constitutional rights. Nobody knows nothing. Dang. Sick. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Appreciate you. My peeps. Yeah. Cops are over here violating my rights and they don't even know what they're doing, man. But they don't care, see?
Waddle on home, bitch. Yeah, his being in denial about being trespassed is actually kind of funny. Like, you heard the officer tell you, they don't want you here. That's a trespass warning. They told you to get lost. But it is what it is. He wants to fuck around and find out, and that's a him problem. I'm going to call it here, guys. There is about another half an hour of the video because he wanders over to the police station to stand outside and quote-unquote audit them as well. But he doesn't actually do shit, so it isn't interesting. We're going to cut it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you would like to see, please go ahead and pop them in the chat. I love feedback. This is, of course, a brand new channel, so I am still learning what works and what doesn't. I have a particular sense of humor, and it sometimes does not play out in my head the same way that I think it does on the screen, because it's funny to me, but it might not necessarily be funny to someone else. So I do appreciate feedback. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much. I will catch you on the next one.